Hey everybody out there in Albion, I'm MrChipps, and today I'm going to make a video to kind of show how to use the marketplace effectively and to search for things. I've played with some players that have had a hard time finding gear in the marketplace, and if you use the tools that are available to you that they give you for searching and looking for stuff, it makes it a lot easier. So, um, first thing I wanted to go over before I get to the market is it's very easy to find gear if you can remember that each of the different classes of armor, cloth, leather, and plate, have different names. So, for instance, for cloth, you have the cowl, the robe, and the sandals. So you can use that term to search out cloth items in particular. You can use hood, jacket, and shoes to search out leather items. And then lastly, for plate, you got helmet, armor, and boots for that. So using those terms, you can actually search through, and remembering those makes it really easy to find exactly what you're looking for if you don't want to go in here and look. So say we're looking for um, um, Guardian, and we wanted to make sure that we don't do sandals, and it's definitely not shoes. But if we put boots, boom, there we go. So knowing your terms will definitely make searching through the marketplace a lot easier. So another thing, or the first thing that makes it much easier to search out items is really using the search tool and the filtering tool. Filtering with any of these terms will take things out of the list and or keep, or it's going to be more specific. So again, if we're looking for Guardian shoes or Guardian boots, we can go to plate shoes, and then it's as easy as just typing Guardian or even guard. Same thing, once you have guard in there, you can use that to search out any of the plate items of the Guardian type. So we can type in robe, say here, and you can see that if it's not right, it's on plate shoes, we won't actually get anything to show up. To get that to change, you just go over here and click on this reset button, and that will throw us back into unfiltered. So robes, of course, is going to be a cloth item, and that's how you can get there. Again, we could have went here and went cloth and then went to armor, and again, we can see that same thing here. So that's how you can get to items quickly, both by searching, just remembering those words, and then secondly, by using the filtering tool. Um, so another cool tip that I have is like you're looking for a cape. So if we go back out here and you type in Thetford, wow, it actually gave you Thetford capes. How about Marklock? Martlock. Of course, now it's doing it. Usually, or before, whenever you typed in Thetford, it would give you the Thetford crest, and then you'd have to go to accessories, and then if you type cape or hit cape, then it would show everything here. But I guess maybe they changed that, so now it shows capes instead of the tokens, the Thetford crests. So that's actually quite interesting. So first thing, so then to make it more specific, you can use the other filtering tools. So say, again, I wanted my Guardian boots. I'm going to type in guard, come in here to shoes, or again, I could type in Guardian boots, take this off, and then you can search by your tier. That easily searches out your tier of your armor. And then from there, you can use enchantment to see each next enchantment level, and that allows you to kind of sort through there. So I always start from the left and work my way to the right by typing in my item that I'm searching for first. I then go and filter if it doesn't find it automatically, like I was explaining with the Thetford capes. I then pick my tier, or in some cases, if I know that I'm going with tier, I'll just kind of click 6 first, say I'm always going to pick a tier 6 item. Or, for instance, like you're going for poisons, and I'm just going to use tier 8 poisons. So just tier 8 and POI to get poison. We'll search out the poisons. Tier 6, you can search out poisons again. It's that easy. Tier 4, So just knowing terms and knowing how to search will make it much, much easier to get what you're looking for. And then lastly, a tip that a lot of people just kind of overlook is that you have to make sure you're looking at what are like price point breaks. So let's go back and look at Guardian. We'll just do the armor for this instance. And if we look through here and see that's really cheap, that's also really cheap, also really cheap, pretty cheap, and then a pretty sizable difference there. You're looking at, 3 times the cost of a tier 7, where this one is, I guess it's probably about 3 times the cost as well, but 47,000 is a little bit easier to eat than 155. And then once you do that, looking through enchantments, 149, 377, a million. So, that's kind of a price point break for if you're looking at that kind of amount. But say we go back to tier 2, or tier 6, sorry, and then you look at this, you can see that's half. And remember that enchantments count as kind of like the next tier. So like tier 6.1, this would be a tier 7. So if you do that and search out tier 6.1, it's 34.9. Tier 7.0 is 47.4. So you can save 8,000 silver just by going with a tier 6.1 over tier 0.7. Or tier 7, and you don't need to have tier 7 skills in order to purchase and wear a tier 7 armor. And then lastly, looking at quality, you can see I can search up to outstanding. Literally there's no difference in price, still no difference in price. So you can see that searching out qualities, you also want to look at those price point breaks, because you see masterpiece, boom. Obviously masterpiece is going to be expensive. But there are some items, maybe like, let's say like a Hellion jacket, that an excellent is going to be much more expensive than an outstanding. And the outstanding is not much different than a good, or even the normal is literally the same price. So that's kind of the price point break for a tier 7 Hellion, is between outstanding and excellent. And then you probably see those same things. Actually, that's hilarious that 0 enchant T7 is 824, 849 for a T1. So it's like you're really going to spend 20k more to get a tier 7.1. That's a no-brainer. And then, you jump up to tier 7.2 and boom, you're at 1.2 million. So now we're looking at a little bit ridiculous. And then you jump up to tier 7.3, and these are excellents as well. And, you're only looking at an extra 500k. So it's like, if you're going to go that far, you might as well go all the way. And I guess you can see that, some of these different quality levels kind of have different price points. But it's just something good to keep in mind. So I hope that helps everyone out and kind of gives a little bit of ease to searching out the marketplace, and a couple tips that you guys can use to make it faster and easier and more simple. And I hope it clears up some confusion on maybe how to use the filter, the tier, the enchantment, and the quality tools in order to search out exactly what you're looking for. And then don't forget that sometimes you got to look for those price breaks, because sometimes you'll buy an item and then look at the next quality or the next tier, and you'll notice that you literally just spent your money on something you could have got something much better on. So hope that helps everyone out. And remember, I'm MrChipps, and I'll be making some more content and some more tutorial and other kinds of videos. So hope you guys check it out, and I'll see you guys around. Thanks.